You ever fished the Bellows Stick by Geecrack? You might want to. There's a couple different ways that I like, my top 2 ways that I like to fish the sticks. And they come in 2.8, 3.8, 4.8, 5.8, and an 8-inch version. And they come in regular standard plastic, like this one here. And they also come in the last tamer. And what is that? It's basically pretty much indestructible. So they come in this regular plastic, and that's a 4.8. And then the last tamer. A couple different ways I like to fish. I love throwing it on the drop shot. And I either do 2 ways of when I rig it on the drop shot. It's nose hook, like this. Or I get like a rebarb hook and rig it like that. Texas rig, weedless. But most of the time, if I'm fishing grass, I can get away with just nose hooking that. And what I like about this is when you're working that, because of the elastomer, it's stretchy and it floats. So it's going to float up like this off the bottom. My favorite way that I threw a lot last year, and I'm looking to really throw it more this year, is the free rig. What the free rig is, and some of you guys have obviously fished it, but if you haven't, this weight slides up and down like this. And it's pretty cool. So the reason I like it, and the reason I like the elastomer plastic, is that it floats. So if you rig it like that, it's in there. So when you throw that out, what happens is that thing separates when it's falling down. And it might come down and then it hits the bottom. And then when you start retrieving it, that thing comes like this. And then you move it along, and it looks like it's eating off the bottom. And then it's floating up, because this stuff floats. And it's just floating. And if it's just, it looks like a crayfish, a bait fish eating anything off the bottom. But if you give it a little bit of slack during your retrieve, you can get it to come up like this and hover above the bottom. And then, but that thing works great. I've caught a lot of fish using the stick like that, and really like it. I've used the Bellows Stick on a jig worm, and I've caught fish doing that, but these 2 are my go-to when I'm rigging and fishing the Bellows Stick. So if you're looking to try them, check them out, Geecrack.